Meet the Comptons. Tony and Lucy have been together for 10 years. They live with their kids, Charlie, Antonia, Paris and Tommy Lee on an estate in Feltham, West London. Meet the Cresswell family. Pat and Spike have been married for 11 years and have 2 children, Ria and Lance. They live in a suburb of Nottingham. The 2 women have agreed to swap homes, husbands and children for 2 weeks to see what they can learn about their own lives. What's it like for a woman who works as a prison officer to find herself in charge of a bunch of wild and unruly children?
I said you're a liar, so nobody can believe you anytime until the truth is out. You see them games? You're not having the games, none of you.
What's it like when your new wife has an interesting way with words?
I've never met such a foul-mouthed, horrible person. No, I did meet a murderer once that was probably just as nasty.
And what happens when the wives come face to face for the first time?
Say your bit or I'm fucking off. Say your bit or I'm fucking off. I don't want to hear it. Save it, love. Save it.
You're not giving me the chance to talk.
You talk bollocks.
"28-year-old Lucy Compton lives in Feltham with husband Tony and her unruly kids.
Don't wind him up, don't!
She's a laid-back mum and she doesn't give a monkeys if the kids swear.
I let the kids swear because I don't find swearing offensive. I've got no problem with kids swearing in their own home around me and Tony.
That's where you've shook it, dickhead.
I would describe this family as mad, happy, and you never know what's going to happen next.
Charlie, don't strangle him.
I'm not. If Tony weren't here, then Mum would just let us do whatever we like.
Charlie, don't be too spiteful to him.
Tony's like the man of the house and makes the rules.
One more word, you're a bed, and I mean it.
I hope someone comes here and gets me in line, really. Does my job properly.
Pat Cresswell might just be the woman for the job. She's a prison officer and her household is strict, structured and disciplined.
Parents, mothers and fathers should not be friends with their children. They should be parents. The children have to do what the parents say. To me, that's why parents are there.
You're not allowed to eat in the room, eat upstairs. You're not allowed to eat anything without acting.
I demand my kids respect me at all times.
You're not allowed to lie and you're not allowed to swear.
They know that if they lie to me, they're going to be told off.
Pat insists on set meal times and bedtimes. The whole family runs like clockwork.
Pat is strong, independent, exuberant, bossy.
Will you check the back door, please, Dave? Have you emptied that bin yet? There's a bit on the floor there, please. Can you pick that up?
I've got to put it over.
Ria, don't talk with your mouth full, please.
You do it.
You don't have to do what I do, you do what I say.
Pat and Spike believe in manners, morals and God.
Say your prayers, darling.
If I stay for a week of it, then something.
In my household, the standard is you say your prayers at night. It actually helps you repent anything you've done wrong, and hopefully God will protect you during that night because you don't know what's going to happen in the night.
Pat works in the prison gym. She's been a prison officer for 16 years and is married to the boss, senior prison officer Spike.
I've got the best of both worlds because I have quality time with my kids, which I've chose, and my other time when they're at school, I'm out earning a crust and enjoying it. I'm an independent woman. I do not have shared bank accounts. Never would, never will, with nobody. What's mine's mine and what's his is ours.
In Feltham, it's Tony who holds the purse strings. He's a van driver and an old-fashioned husband who handles the money and pays the bills. Lucy has no money of her own.
He buys my clothes, he buys my Tampax, he buys everything. He does everything.
Only because you say, can you get it?
I'd rather go myself.
I think a man's role, he should do everything. But it's not maybe the best thing, because if anything happened to me, you know, then she might be lost.
If I had to go to trains to somewhere now, I would not know even how to buy a ticket. I wouldn't even know how to pay a bill.
Where to pay a bill?
Because he does it all. He does the lot for me.
Tony leaves all the housework and childcare to Lucy. Without any money of her own, she's stuck at home with the kids, whilst husband Tony pops out to see his mates.
I never ever go out on my own. Tony doesn't like me going out on my own. I don't know why he doesn't like it.
When Tony is at home, he'd rather watch TV than spend time with his kids.
I just like him to come in and just play with the kids. I've never, ever, ever seen him say, right, come on, kids, let's play.
Today's the day of the swap, and both wives are preparing to leave.
Hopefully this new family, the children and the husband, might be able to let me look at my life a little bit different. Whether it's because my life is great or because it's not great, I don't know.
I don't really know me, do I? Never had the chance to be me. I'll find out what the real me is. Be good, Charlie.
The wives are leaving home for 2 weeks and they've agreed to have no contact with their husbands during that time.
See you, Mummy.
I've got a strong personality, a very strong personality. When it comes to men thinking that they're superior, it won't wash with me.
My thinking is posh. It's quiet. There's no kids running around setting fire to things.
I can see all the windows are twitching. I'm wondering, who's this woman?
Good luck to her around my way. That's all I can say.
Before they meet their husbands, the wives have a chance to take a good look around their new homes.
Looks a nice gaff, doesn't it?
Lounge. They've left the lights on. Oh, that is wicked. Don't know why that slipper's on there. Let me just take that off. That looks like it's hazardous, sorry.
It's nice, they've got space here. Our house is like a little box. Should feel like a prisoner in our house.
Oh, this is really organised. Oh, you can see that they've tried to tidy this up and tried to neaten it up, but obviously there's just lack of space.
It's a graveyard. I'll have to liven it up.
Smokers, because I can smell that when I come in. But for the first 5 days, do what you want, but I can assure you, you're going to be arguing with me because the next 5 days, I'm sorry, Tony, I can't let you smoke and hurt your children.
Each wife has left a written manual as a guide for the new wife to run their homes.
We will all get up at 6:30 a.m.
The kids help themselves to breakfast between 6 and 8. I get up about 2 hours later. 8, no.
No swearing. If the children want to report something a friend has said, they are allowed to spell the word. Spike, Lucy said F-U-C-K.
My attitude towards kids is that I want them to be free to express themselves. That's fantastic. That includes swearing. It's not happening.
It's all rules, 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 man. Does anyone laugh in this house, or is that only allowed on a certain day as well?
So the weekly budget is nil, nothing. Poor woman.
It's finally time for Pat and Lucy to meet their new families.
Hello.
Shut door.
Hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Pat.
Hi, Pat.
Hi, Tony.
Hi, Lucy. Hello, Lucy.
Hi, babe. All right.
I tell you name, tell
My
me
name's
name.
Lance.
My name's Ria.
Is your name Antonio?
Yeah.
Antonio, and your?
Paris.
Paris. Oh, yeah, lovely name. Hiya. And your little Tommy Lee. Hello, Tommy.
We're dying to meet you.
Have you?
Yeah, we really have.
All excited.
Tony and Pat have only been chatting for 10 minutes, but already his language is disturbing Pat.
So you either go fuck the mortgage
Yes.
and don't pay it,
Yeah.
or fuck the bills, pardon the French.
I was going to say, what? Do you feel it necessary to swear?
No, sorry,
all the time?
I don't mean
know.
to be rude or anything
Yes,
like
it's
that.
just the way you are. But if you can compromise a bit, I'll be happy.
I think there's going to be a problem with cigarettes, a problem with my children on the way, what I let them get away with. Maybe a problem with Tommy Lee, because he does slip with the tongue sometimes, and I think that will offend her.
Back off!
Tommy, come here, now.
In Nottingham, Friday is Chinese takeaway night. At 6 o'clock on the dot, Spike places their usual order.
The deep fried shredded beef and spicy sauce. No onion, you've got it.
At dinner, Spike wastes no time taking Lucy through his 10 commandments of table manners.
We don't have TV on in the evening meal. If you can use your fork with it, a knife, then you use your fork and knife with it. But Lance has a tendency to want to use everything with his hands, and so he gets pulled up for it.
I don't want to.
Lance, then we put it to one side. Got being silly, mate. Right, go and wash your hands, and then you can go in there, yeah? I'll do this. That's what normally happens.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's only the first day, but I'm finding it hard already. I am finding it hard already. I'm finding it boring. I'm finding them boring.
In Feltham, they're also having takeaway, but it's nearly 10 o'clock and Tony's only just got back from the chippy.
Alright, how much fish? That much or more? More? More?
I want to cry for the kids. I feel completely cut up. They're in there, 10 o'clock at night. So I don't even know if they've brushed their teeth, if they've had a last wee. What do I do?
He's a big boy. Been dribbling, haven't you? Good luck.
25 past 10 and the kids have just gone to bed. It's not good news. See, I can't even eat this because I'm that knotted up inside. Poor children. I'm finding it very difficult to keep my mouth shut, but I won't. I want to change everything and I can't wait to change it. Not so much for Tony, but for the kids. I just feel so helpless. I feel so sorry for them.
Lucy and Pat have exchanged homes and families for 2 weeks. Lucy is a mother without rules or routines, while prison officer Pat runs a tight ship.
He didn't set our question, did he? Can you please just apologise?
In Nottingham, according to the household manual, everyone gets up at 6:30, and now the family are getting stuck into their chores. Lucy has 4 hours of cleaning to do before she can have a break.
Round. There we go, babe. That will do.
During the chores, Ria is explaining to Lucy how crime and punishment works in the Cresswell house.
So you started it off.
If I started it off, I would be the one that was punished first, and then Lance would be the one that was punished.
So you'd get punished today, and then tomorrow Lance would get punished for today's actions, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. How does Mum keep up and remember who she's punishing?
We tell her.
Oh, you admit to it, so it's my turn to be punished today?
Yeah, because you have to, or you'll get slapped.
Oh, she'll get double bubble punishment then?
Yeah.
Right. Cool. What is the time then? Do we know? It's really early, isn't it? Worth getting up at 6:34, isn't it, to just stand around all day?
The day's only just starting in Feltham, but Pat's awoken to a horrifying discovery. The kids have got nits.
Whatever it is, there's hundreds.
Show me. Let's have a look.
There's like hundreds and hundreds.
Really?
Come here. There's hundreds of them, isn't there? Thousands.
Hold on, you.
So who's been checking their head
The mum.
since?
The mum checks it. I don't ever check the hair.
Oh, and so she hasn't told you that it was coming back?
No, she
already?
checked him before she went. She said
Oh,
there
right, and
no
that was
nits.
okay?
Yeah. The eggs are the things. You can get the nits out, but the eggs
Yeah.
are the ones that are harder to get out, apparently. I mean, I don't know, because she's the one that knits them and does everything.
I'm just concerned that if it is nits, right, one, I don't want it and I don't want to take it home to my kids, and I don't want it spread into this little community here with your mum and everybody else.
I can't see.
As nits aren't part of Lucy's manual, Pat has declared a state of emergency and taken control.
I'm going to have to change the sheets. I'm going to have to wash. So, it's all hands to the pump. Look at that. That's the lice, all of that. That's it. The mere fact that Tony was so laid back, like, doesn't matter. You know, I'm an outsider. Aren't you bothered that I've seen your children with lice and I possibly have got it from your children? No, I was not happy with that at all.
In Nottingham, it's 1400 hours. All the chores have been done to Spike's satisfaction, so it's time for a trip to the park. But Lucy is finding it hard to relax.
Ria said this morning, if the two of them are arguing and fighting, they get punished, which I find quite a strong word, punished.
Yeah, but where do they learn the boundaries?
Mine no boundaries, I suppose. Yeah, I can see your point, but mine, I just feel mine do batter one another on the living room floor, and I always just step over them and let them crack on.
Yeah, but where does that end? I deal with a lot of violent people.
So you're saying
they come up with violence?
Oh, bollocks.
Yeah, it's true.
Violence.
It's true.
Nah.
Well, you know,
So
I have experience with it.
What, so people in prison are in prison because they had a big rap with their sister in the living room floor as a kid, but that's all it's going to be.
Well, what I'm saying to you is, if they don't know the boundaries when they're young, who's going to teach them?
The boundaries are you can fight with your brothers and sisters indoors, but you don't go out and batter some old granny for a tenner.
I'm not that hard. I'm not that harsh. Patty's slightly harsher than me, but she is a loving mother, and she tries to tell them why she's doing things. With over 40 years working in the prison service, we do see an awful lot of people that perhaps with a little bit more guidance when they were younger, they wouldn't be ending up as customers of Her Majesty.
It's taken all day, but in an effort to rid the house of nits, Pat has washed every single sheet, pair of pyjamas and child, apart from Tommy Lee. He'll only let Tony wash his hair, and Tony's gone out with his mates.
I'm up there busy doing with the kids, with the lice, and he's just gone out. He's nowhere to be found. He's nowhere to be found. Nowhere at all. I've changed all the sheets in the house. Everything's changed, and the boy, he's going to be the only one that's not been treated. So he's probably going to spread the lice again, even if I've cleared up the kids.
In Nottingham, the kids have been in bed for hours, and Lucy is trying to relax with a cigarette, if Spike will let her.
No, I mean, it's not until you don't smoke
that you can preach to others.
Yeah, that's right. Well, no, I mean, I know other guys. You know, when I come back from the snooker hall, I mean, I stink.
And my kids moan like fuck about it. Mum, Dad, mate, it's bad for you, and all of that.
On a serious note, don't you think it might damage the health?
Yeah, probably it does. I probably should think about it and call me selfish, call Tony selfish. But we smoke in our house, man. That's what we do. Yeah.
I got some information. Like, seriously, it does. Cool. It just if he didn't have it round after a few months, there's a massive change in his lungs and that sort of thing.
And
have you ever given it some sort of packing though?
Never.
In search of peace, Lucy goes elsewhere for her last cigarette of the day.
I don't feel comfortable in this house. Full stop. I can't relax in this house, and I'm finding it really hard to be myself in this house. He's being quite friendly and things, but I'm even finding it quite hard to relax around him because we're completely opposite type of people.
It's gone midnight by the time Tony reappears, a little worse for wear.
I won't take the piss. I took the piss a lot. You wait till your 5-day night.
That's
sorry.
right.
I'm
I can't
sorry.
say anything.
I know.
Your son's on there. Your son, your 4-year-old.
Has he been naughty?
No.
Oh, he hasn't.
Well, he's not been naughty, but he wouldn't get his hair done.
I'll do
and
it
I didn't want to
tomorrow
upset.
morning.
Yeah, but
Right.
he needs to be done.
Yes,
He's got things
tomorrow morning I
Can
will
I just
do.
say, he's got things crawling in his head.
Right.
She can't wait for her changeover rules. So I think I may be barred from going out. That I may find very hard. So that's like clipping a bird's wings, isn't it, I suppose? It can't fly no more.
In Nottingham, Spike's at work looking after the guests of Her Majesty, while Lucy looks after his kids. Sunday is time for educational activity and a chance for Lucy to bond with the children.
Would you steal from a shop?
No.
You wouldn't? Why wouldn't you do that?
Because it's just not right, and you'd go for hell for
You go where?
hell.
To hell?
Yeah,
what is hell?
Dad.
What is hell?
It's a place like heaven, but it's nasty.
And you go to hell for stealing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the toilet, I think. In this house, they're being really suppressed, I feel. They're only allowed to think certain things because there's implications to everything in this house. You'll go to hell. You will go to hell. And them kids are big frightened of that, big frightened. Because everything boils back down. You do this, you'll go to hell.
In Feltham, Pat's been left with the kids and the Sunday roast. And Tony's disappeared again on an errand.
Tony's gone to the shop to get one jar of honey, one little jar of honey, 12 Yorkshire puddings, and he went about possibly over an hour ago.
I had to go to 2 Tesco's. One had the Yorkshire puddings, one had the honey.
You've been out over an hour, and you said that if I wanted help with the veg, you said you'd do it, didn't you?
I'll do it now.
Too late, mister. It's all almost done. I'm just letting you know that you did say that, didn't you? And I took it as genuine, but obviously I feel sorry for Lucy if you go somewhere and then you take ages and ages to come back. That's yours. That's yours.
Dinner is finally served 2 hours late, but just as they're settling down, Tony's mates turn up unannounced.
What time?
Hello, son.
All right. Come home and share a couple.
That's his trouble, though. When he goes out, he can't. He don't know when to come home, does he? Lucy will be the first to admit that he's a lazy son.
Oh, I might be lazy-ish.
She works hard, but
Tell me,
he makes out she don't do nothing.
Oh, you lot are really doing me up big time. I don't believe this.
You're just a lazy fucking son.
Yeah.
In Nottingham, Lucy's bored. Dinner has been a quiet affair with the kids. It's 8:30, and that means bedtime.
No, right, come then, say your prayers.
If I should die before I wake, I pray to them my soul to take.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down beside the still waters. He restores my soul, and pasture on his mercy. Amen.
As she's following Pat's routine, tomorrow will be Lucy's first ever day of work.
Good night, everyone. I couldn't even work a computer, remember? I've never caught a train by myself. I've never needed to do that. Tony has done everything for me. You know, I couldn't change a plug. I wouldn't even put a light bulb in. My boy does that.
In Feltham, the daily grind of Lucy's life is beginning to take its toll on Pat.
I knew it would be hard if I'm not occupied in the way that I'm used to. I'm eager to get to work. I would normally be working. Not left this house. I mean, and apparently that's what it would be Lucy's normal routine. Lucy, honestly, I don't know how you do it.
Lucy isn't working in the prison, but she is working in a gym the whole week. She's got to master the equipment before she's let loose on the punters.
Resist it on the way up. Right, and that's it, is it? Oh, do you want to move on? Yeah. Okay. Fuck that one. That's too heavy.
Slowly now.
It hurts your legs if you do it slow.
That's it, and push gently.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one. Excellent.
Do you enjoy it though? You get a buzz out of it. They say that though, like the old fitness. You're doing well though, girl. You're doing better than I can do. You all right, girl? How heavy were you before, Julie?
She doesn't want to disclose.
Oh, you're a big girl, was you, love? In you go, ladies. There's no return. I have really, 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 really enjoyed today. It's been a complete laugh. The work inside, I think, has been brilliant. When I get home, I would say to Tony I'd like a little part-time jobby type thing. You know, and sit and talk about it, you know, discuss some sort of childcare or something. You know, if it was a big issue, then I wouldn't. But I'm glad I've had the experience of doing it.
The wife's first week is drawing to a close, and thoughts are turning to the changes they'll be making in their second week.
Got 29, I think, changes. Most of them are quite severe, and it's going to hit them like a bolt of lightning.
You can just see her eyes tell you, I won't be having that when my time's up. you won't be going out.
I think truth be known, he'd be like, no, the bitch.
Bring it on, girl.
It's the day of judgment. It's rule change. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
This family needs to be organised and there needs to be some sort of regime in here.
I feel this house, and this take no offence to three of you, but it's boring.
1, Tony, there's no smoking in the house. Tony, you must always tell me when you're going out. Tony, you will help with the washing.
I do love that, Tony. Most of it's Tony. So I will help with what?
Because this is all about you. No swearing. If you do, however, swear box, 20p. I would like you, all the children, to say a prayer before bed of thanks to God.
Rules do not apply no more, OK? There are no rules in this house.
I will not accept any bad behaviour. You will be put on a punishment. You will not have TV. You won't be playing outside with your friends. You will be excluded from playing family games.
I'm going to have a party. All your mates are invited. OK?
One of the most severest forms of punishment is that you will be sent to Coventry. Nobody in the family will talk to you. So, for instance...
Where will we be?
Well, you'll be here, but you'll be invisible to everybody else.
You're taking me out, right? We are going to get completely wasted, OK?
Do it for me, girl.
You have not seen good times till you have come out with me.
Girl.
That is it.
I'm happy.
Yeah. Ish.
I won't be dictated to or lectured. You know, I'm not a kid. So like, when she tries to enforce them on me, if she asks me, I will do it. If she tells me, then she will get a reaction, or I'll tell her to fuck off. It's as simple as that.
Lucy and Pat have introduced their own set of rules which their new families must live by for the next week. Finally, Pat can impose order and routine. Straight away, she's taken control of the family allowance and is spending £40 on educational games. And she wastes no time introducing the kids to her new regime.
Hold on a minute, little Mr. Tommy. What are you doing? What are you doing wrong?
Eating.
In here, right. Pick up every bit and get inside there and eat it now. And if I see one grain on here, you're going to pick it up. Pick that up. There.
In Nottingham, Lucy's teaching Lance and Ria to have fun.
But don't smash into anything, though. Right, you want to come make some cakes? Come on, let's go and do it. Faster, Ria, faster. Try it. Crunching on eggshells.
Sorry. Sorry. No!
Try it.
Well, she has got qualities with kids, but yeah, that they are all, let's play with them all the time. She's an adult. She got to start acting like one.
Into the pot.
Get off there.
In Feltham, Pat has made a shocking discovery. Someone has thrown one of her educational games in the bin.
Who's thrown these in the bin?
What?
These games. Who's done this?
I ain't. Throwing what?
I'm telling you, who's thrown this in the bin? Thomas! I've just spent all of the family allowance on the toys and you lot are taking this thing for joke.
I'll get you.
Determined to find the culprit, Pat appoints Tony chief prosecutor. He proceeds with the cross-examination of prime suspect Tommy Lee.
Right, one of you are out of order.
One of you's done it.
Right, I want to know which one's done it now. Right, I'm not going to hit you. I'm not going to tell you. I just want to know for a minute. Don't lie to me normally.
I didn't sound like this a lot.
Right, it's one of
Somebody
you.
in here.
I never done it.
Antonio, listen, you've done nothing but lie since I've come here.
Why?
I never.
Didn't I tell you, when you lie, what happens? Nobody ever believes you. Let me tell you what's going to happen now, and I'm sure your dad's going to back me up on this, right? Until the truth is out, you see them games, you're not having the games, none of you. It's a fact that we can't stand lying.
Crying, because if you haven't done it, why are you crying?
Why are you crying? Why are you crying?
Everyone's saying that I
No, we didn't say you. What I've said you're a liar. So nobody can believe you anytime. It's not nice when nobody ever believes you. When you think about lying again, you need to think about how you feel now. Until I know who's done it. You see them toys? You ain't touching them.
In Nottingham, under Lucy's new rules, the kids can eat wherever they like.
Bria, where are you sitting? On the sofa in there or the table?
Table.
Go on then.
But Lucy is beginning to suspect that Spike is undermining her.
I went to Ria, where do you want to sit, sofa or table? And he went, table, behind the door. I'll stick by your rules, Lucy, and then he'll tell him behind my back what to do. Yeah, I'm up for it. And if I was to pull him now and say, why did you say that? I never said that, I saw it and watched him do it. I can feel myself really, and that's a minor thing. But, you know, let's play the fucking game, you knob-end.
In Feltham, the case of the bin board game has been solved.
Pat?
Pardon?
I've got the truth.
Oh, have you? Who is it?
Tell her.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Who's gave you permission to laugh? Huh? How do you think your dad feels about you lying? Do you think he feels good? Are you going to apologise to him for lying? Go on then.
Kiss. You say sorry. Do you think it was an empty box? Right. But next time, right, you check the box.
Tony, can you please, can you not be nice to him? He needs to be sat in a corner or whatever and reflect for a couple of minutes on what he's done. So I tell you what, Tommy, sit down there. Go on, sit down there. I want you to sit there for a couple of minutes. I want you to think about the lie that you told.
I am fucking not going to tolerate this too long. My wife would not tolerate this. My wife would say to me, you're a man or fucking mouse. Right, because I know she's right, I will tolerate it. But I'm not going to keep tolerating it. I know, and that's her way of doing it with her children, but they're not her children, they're fucking my children. And good job she ain't listening to me, it'll cost me a fucking fortune, because there'll be a fuck every day for her. And I am throwing a few fucks in here, because I'm a little bit fucking livid.
Under Lucy's new rules, the kids can do whatever they want, including eating sweets and going to bed when they like. Spike's prepared to let the sweets go, but he enforces the kids' regulation 8:30 bedtime.
Keep it over there, mate. I don't want food in your bed. No, I'm not happy about that. Go on. I do think it's bad for children to have food in bed. One, eating too late at night, just lying on them. It's unhealthy. It's unhygienic. He's going to feed himself till he's ill in a minute. He's stuffing that down to him like there's no tomorrow. I'm allowing it because Lucy wants it, and I think I owe it to her to let her try out changes. In fairness to her, I think I've got to support it. That time I did.
Everyone here is brainwashed into Mrs. God's way of thinking, and it just gets right on my tits.
Pat's rules dictate that Tony must come home from work on time. Tony's friends have popped round, but he's an hour and a half late.
Where have you been, Tony?
Work.
Honestly, you just finished now? I'm worried because I'm thinking I've got to dinner.
If I have to work late, I have to do it. I can't odds it with my job.
Can I have a quick word for you in private, please? I've got you drinking in a minute.
I've just walked in from work and you're on my case. Some of these rules are going out the window in a minute. I'll show you exactly how they're going to go. I've tried one rule. The rules with the children stop. The bollocking stop from now. Right, now I'm losing the plot. Let me show you the rule I'm going to do with that one particular rule. Right now.
Tony's determined that the punishment stops now.
Behaviour.
One more. Not happening. Not fucking happening. One more.
So you're happy for them to behave?
I'll try all the rules. I've come to fucking work and I'm getting a lecture. That's 40p.
God almighty, it's fucking 60p. Bollocks, 80p. And fuck it makes it £1. Oh no, I'm doing your rules, right? But when I come home from work, I don't expect to be fucking bollocked. £1.20.
I've not raised a voice to you. I'm having a simple
I know.
discussion.
You don't need to raise your voice. You've already got my goat up. I need some change, please. Could you get me some change?
To be quite honest, I think it's a lost cause with him. But I'm going to stay in there. But I think that he's wimped out on tackling the issues to me.
According to Lucy's rules, Spike has to take her out to get wasted. But as they're waiting for the taxi, he begins to suspect he's in for a bumpy ride.
By me being friendly with my children, they feel at ease to talk to me. I would know any problem which would go on with my kid if they were getting bullied, if they went round a friend's house and the old man touched them up, if they would feel uncomfortable about puberty, pregnant. If Rhea made a mistake and got pregnant at 15, what would Pat say at 15?
She would be horrified.
Yeah, and what would she say to her?
Well, you have to deal with it.
Bollocks! No way.
Ask her.
No way. Let's discuss this after a few more drinks.
Come on then, kid, yeah. Let's have some more beer down there.
Yeah.
While Lucy has a night out on the tiles, Tony's home alone looking after the kids for the first time, so Pat can go to the gym.
Make sure to say the prayers.
Right.
If I should die before I wake this up, I pray the Lord my soul should what?
To take. Good girl. She's 100 miles an hour. Good girl.
What are we having for dinner tonight?
Nice down to me.
Well, it's down to your father.
I may give you bread and water.
Yeah, well, that's even
I'll
better.
give them. I'll sort that out. I'll let them have a choice.
Yeah,
Whose sandwiches
well,
are these?
are you
by the
going
way?
to hold on a minute? Can I just say, if you refer to the thing on there, wait, let me find. Everyone will eat the same food.
I know.
If you don't like what has been cooked, you'll starve. You've just said to Antonio, "Oh, I'll cook."
All right. Obviously, it's going to be hard. 'Cause I've got to bath them. I've got to feed them. I've got to play games with them. I've got to do a lot. But it don't hurt, does it? My wife can do that. So there's no excuse for me not. And Pat can do it. There's no excuse for me saying I can't do it. You know what I mean? 12 to 14 minutes, right? Chips needs to go in first. Tommy! No biting! Are you washing? Hurry up. All right, keep it closed. All right, that's your hair wet. All right, now close yours. More quality time we've had. Nice?
Yeah, thank you, Dad.
I made that fresh. That's how they made those.
Despite Lucy's good intentions to have a pleasant evening with Spike, it only takes a few drinks for her true feelings to come spilling out.
No, you're giving it all that.
Of course I am, because you're boring.
Oh, you've given me every chance, haven't you?
No, they need to give you a fucking chance.
I ain't come out for a row with you. And all you want to do is confrontation, so I don't come out for that.
I won't fuck a phone then, I wouldn't if I was you. I'd fuck a phone.
You fuck off home. I'm out here and I'm going to enjoy myself. And that don't
You
mean
look
without
like
you.
you're enjoying yourself big time.
Yeah, with you, and it's not, is it?
Because you're a boring
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
My biggest problem is being here with you.
Go home then.
I'd like to go home, but you're talking to free up. Well, I can't go. It's your fucking house.
You can go home.
I don't want to go back to it. I hate your house. I hate you, and I hate your kids.
Oh, that's sad, that isn't it? You see, well, don't take it out with kids.
Well, I do. You're a dickhead and a wanker and a cocksucker.
When are you going to grow up?
I don't need to grow up. What am I growing up for? Want to turn into someone like you?
You stay Mary Poppins all your life.
I will.
I hate her. Absolutely detest her. I've never met such a foul-mouthed, horrible person. No, I did meet a murderer once that was probably just as nasty.
It's the last day of the swap, and despite their disastrous night out, Spike agrees to stick to the rules and lets Lucy go ahead with her party.
What time's that bouncy castle coming?
4:30.
I'm trying to see this thing through for my wife and for my children, because Mary Poppins has promised them this, that and the other, and I don't want to be the one to seem to be letting them down now.
I think now we're going to stick with it. My rules are in place. I'm going to do the party for the kids and show the kids my side of life. And if he doesn't like it, he can fuck off.
I think the party is very, very good because I like the dance together.
We don't usually get parties for no reason.
It finally looks like Lucy's rule changes are working. Everyone is having fun, even Spike.
I feel the party's been really good and it's a success. I think Lucy's done very, very well, and it was a good idea. But so much as I feel as though it's gone off, it's just papering over the cracks of our relationship.
Comb your hair. Can you comb your hair, then go to bed?
In Feltham, Pat is out for the evening, leaving Tony in charge again.
Right, you mess up.
He's managed to stick to her routine, to everyone's surprise, including his own.
Right, that's one done. One down. No fighting when I go down. I want Mummy to know you've been good for her.
The experience of looking after the kids has left him in a reflective mood.
I want my kids to go out and think, cool, my dad, he was the best dad in the world. Not go out and think, cool, he moaned. Like, they called me the Grinch, didn't they? You know what I mean? I can understand why they call me the Grinch, 'cause I've done nothing with them. If I was talking to myself 2 weeks ago or 6 months ago, I'd say, look at yourself. You know, are you going to sit on that couch all your life and let your wife do it? No. At what time do you call in?
Stop it. Are you all right?
Yeah, well, okay.
The kids are in bed. Oh, what time were the kids in bed?
On time. Perfect.
Hold on.
I've done all the washing, bathed them. And I've even smoked out here.
Thank you.
And they took it over there.
Anyway. I've had a very good time. I think everyone in the house has had a very good time. And it's still going. I don't know where Spike is, but we're all having a good time.
In fact, Spike is upstairs with the kids. He's made them go to bed at 8:30, even though Lucy's party is still in full swing.
And they took it over there.
You're all right, though.
You're all right, though, mate, yeah?
Excellent, yeah.
Spike spent 2 hours trying to settle his kids. He's had enough of the party, and at 10:30, he insists that everyone leaves.
We gotta go now. Okay. No, but is it fuck? Oh,
It's the final day of the swap, and within hours, the couples will be reunited.
I'm hoping that even if you hate every teeny little thing I've done, I hope you can appreciate that the schedule that I've put in place for night time has helped calm the children down amazingly. It has helped. If you can maintain that even for a while, I feel that I'll have done something, you know, good here.
I can't wait to get home out of this fucking hellhole. I've never want to come back to here again, ever.
Bye-bye, Antonio, darling. Bye-bye, Paris. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, darling. Bye-bye, Charlie.
Before they go home, the couples are meeting up to discuss the experience.
Good luck.
Not going for a quick shag.
Right, when I said I hated you and your kids, I didn't mean that, but you really, really frustrate me, big styly, and you give it all this voice of reason, but actually you talk bollocks most of the time. You are not consistent, you are two-faced, you are snidey, and you are undermining, and that is why I lost it with you.
I left instructions not knowing who you were or what you was about, that no matter what, to make sure the kids are okay, and if you need be, you know, anything that's written, forget it, run it how you think. Even though I don't know what's happened, I can understand the way spite acted because he would have been acting in my best interest for the children.
You sit on the fence, you're a skirter.
No, I can.
And you have got your hand up his arse, winding him.
From that. No,
yeah, you have.
Unlike your life, your life is completely different than mine because you have got no structure.
I don't want to be Mrs. Controlling, Pat. I don't want that. Why? Why do I need it? How's it going to make me any happier?
It was totally
chaos.
Control, yeah.
Yeah, it's chaos, and I like it.
But do you know what? Do you know what I miss?
Do you know what I miss when I was in your house? Kids laughing. Kids laughing. Your kids don't laugh. Your kids don't play until I have to step in.
Really?
Yeah. Then I've had a party, I've had all the mates round, big bouncy castle. Your kids have had a fucking fantastic time. He's wetted himself again in the bedroom. And where were you for 2 hours?
Well, I was with my children looking after them.
Oh, how commendable. What a crock of shit. You made your friends and her sister feel uncomfortable that you weren't happy about having a fucking party at 10:30 on a Friday night. Your mates left your house. Her sister left your house because she felt that you were pissed off, and at the end of the day, it's your fucking house.
What to do with my children when they need me?
Well, they needed you. That's your convenient excuse.
Fine. That's what
whatever.
You want to think.
Whatever. Say your bit or I'm fucking off. Say your bit or I'm fucking off. I don't want to hear it. Save it, love. Save it. Say your bit or I'm fucking off.
Nobody ever gets a chance to do that.
I've learned that.
Have you finished, Pat?
No, I haven't.
Well, you have finished now because I don't want to hear it. Say your bit or I'm fucking off.
I took something out of this because I've actually learned. I took my wife for granted, and I've actually and you know, I'm going to do loads more of her and my kids. You know, I've got something out of it.
You got some out of it, didn't you, Lucy?
Yeah, what did you get out of it?
I got lice.
You got what?
I got lice.
Yeah, well...
You're clean out.
I got lice and I got how to deal with lice.
Well, that's handy.
Which I found really
Your kids have never
No, but I'm just saying, I didn't get anything constructive. I didn't get anything constructive.
No, you're trying to knock us down.
Don't tell me
No, when you see this, you're gonna realise how silly and pathetic you're looking.
How am I looking silly and pathetic? Well, yeah.
Because you're not giving me the chance to talk.
Because you talk bollocks.
Pat, don't ever do anything like that to me again.
But that was, I did. I mean, I
she talks shit.
I tore her ass out there. She's lying.
How are you, darling? Hello, Matt.
Hello! I don't think so. Dream on, love.
There isn't anything I'd change about the way we bring up Lance and Ria and the way I run the house. There's not one thing I would change.
You don't think we're too strict at all?
No. Yes, I am strict. Yes, I know I am strict. But with the people that we work with, it's better to be like this. So my way or the highway. Am I right or am I right?
Well, I'm just going to be a lot more helpful around the home, do a lot more with the kids, and we can go out a lot more together. I think that's like what we need to do.
And I could go out.
Yeah, you can go out.
Pull the other one, you.
So happy that you found me. I wasn't looking for a new romance. I wasn't looking for the song and dance today has become, baby. There's no point running when the sky's a perfect